Hello, Curious. Are there any iCarly fans with us here? Am I right? I mean, this is one of the most successful and hit series of Nickelodeon. Recently, there is a lot of speculation on the web about what we will see in the new version of the series. Well, if you have not heard the latest news, we would like to remind you that the production is back in the adult version, where we will have the opportunity to watch some of the actors from the original cast. But what is certain is that we will not see Jennette McCurdy, who played Sam Puckett. More so, the actor broke the silence after iCarly had a lot to say about her career. What did she reveal? Why are fans disappointed and feel betrayed? Why did she quit acting, and what is she going to do now? Stay with us until the very end, as we have a lot of important and interesting information about Jennette and iCarly. But before we go any further, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications. Let's get started. In December of 2020, fans of the iCarly series found out that they have tons of reasons to be happy. The hit series Nickelodeon, which is considered of the 7 seasons, ceased to produce in 2012. So it's been a long time, but still the episodes are popular. No wonder that when the news about the series' planned continuation was announced, news spread quickly, especially since it was supposed to be an adult version. As it is also known, we can count on the part of the original cast because Jerry Trainer and Nathan Kress are more than ready to be on the set again. But if you would like to hear more details about new episodes of iCarly, and this, we recommend you a special episode for which a card is displayed on the screen. But first, stay with us and listen to what the 28-year-old Jennette had to say, who did not want to return to this production. Although the 28-year-old actress had stopped appearing in the series a few years ago, fans were hoping to have had seen her again. She revealed a lot about it during the episode of her podcast, Empty Inside. And about that, today we will talk. So, following the announcement of the remake of iCarly, she was the only one in the cast who didn't address the questions surrounding her adult return. But to what she recently revealed, there is no illusion that she's not going to play the role of Sam again. But let's go briefly from the beginning to understand her life decisions. It was iCarly that brought Jennette McCurdy the greatest popularity on June 26th of 1992. The actress is from Orange County, California, and is the youngest of her siblings with 3 older brothers. The career that started as an 8-year-old girl has changed a lot over the years. Currently, in addition to being an actress, she's also a director and a singer. In addition to the iCarly and the character of Sam Puckett, Jennette has appeared in lots of other productions. For example, she was the executive producer of the 2014 series What's Next for Sarah, in which she also played the lead role. In addition to working on various production sets, she has also developed a music career over the years. She has had some songs to her credit in the 2010 premiere of her debut album, Not That Far Away, took place. So her most famous works include titles such as So Close or Homeless Hearts or Generation Love. She even managed to get on the Billboard list, but music was not the topic that she decided to focus her full attention on. She worked in many fields, and over the time, she began to withdraw from acting more and more. Currently, one of her newest projects is her own podcast, Empty Inside. But let's go back for a moment, just for a little bit to the past. It seemed that even her mother's cancer, that the woman's death in September of 2013, did not stop Jennette from realizing her dreams even for a moment. It was worth recalling that in the same year, a few months earlier, she began playing the main role in the series Sam and Cat alongside Ariana Grande. It was a spin-off of iCarly and Victoria Means Victory. You know, the production became a hit, with the largest audience on Nickelodeon in years. And we're talking a record 4.6 million viewers during the airing of the premiere episodes. So it seemed that in the professional life of Jennette, then around 20 years old, everything was going well and that the girl had the career she wanted. However, here it is worth stopping and asking if it really was her dream to stay in the world of acting. Well, not necessarily, as she revealed many years later in this matter that she was under pressure of circumstances related to her personal and family life. But we will tell you more about this in a moment. And if you thought that Jennette never had any scandals, well, we have to tell you that she did have, and something happened. Years ago, in March of 2014, quite provocative photos of the actress in skimpy lingerie appeared on the web. And it happened just days after she took the part in Pete Holmes' podcast, You Made It Weird. McCurdy spoke to the host about a lot of things, but the biggest sensation was when she spoke about her brief relationship with Andre Drummond, the Detroit Pistons basketball player at the time. And the actress, among various revelations, revealed that he was not a good lover and kissed badly. Suspiciously, a few days later, her rather promiscuous photos started circulating on the web. What was the cause? Well, it's not known how these photos were leaked online, but many of her fans thought that it was a small revenge on the part of the basketball player, who felt embarrassed and disappointed by what she had to say about him. What do you think, Curious? Do you think the basketball player leaked those photos? And at the time, she was nominated for the Kids' Choice Awards for her performance in Sam and Kat in the category of favorite television actress, but she lost in this duel with her colleague from the set of The Statuette went to Ariana Grande. And it's not known if it's because of the kinky photos, but it's fair to assume that they didn't add to her good publicity. So after working on the Sam and the Cat series, the young actress began to go to therapy, and as it turned out, behind the scenes of the comedy show for teenagers, Jennette was struggling with many emotional problems related to losing her mother, and the rest, of course, resulting from her work for Nickelodeon. She also started looking for help to deal with her eating disorders. In short, her mother's illness was very hard for her. In the meantime, she started acting in a production with Grande, and in the period of the highest popularity of the production, the girl's mother lost the fight for her life, and Jennette confessed that she did not feel any support from the station because the producers focused only on doing her job, and McCurdy continued to play and collaborate with Nickelodeon, but it seems that she definitely had had enough and was slowly approaching the end of her acting career. As it turns out, the young actress has suffered a lot, and when she actually left the set, she was not as happy and smiling as the character that she was playing. There were issues that she just couldn't handle, and at some point in her career, she had to deal with an eating disorder. As she revealed in one of the interviews that she gave, she said that the older she was, the more she began to look at her career from a more mature and ambitious perspective. While fans were hoping to see her in a familiar character, as we mentioned at the beginning, she won't be a part of the iCarly remake. And in her podcast, she talked about what was behind the decision. She confirmed that her acting career was over. She also revealed that she was not particularly proud of her previous roles and added that being a part of the Hollywood world was not fulfilling for her. And she also said that she started playing this because of the wishes of her late mother, and it was she who took her to castings when Jennette was about 6 years old. So soon after, at the age of 10, she became the main financial support of the family. However, as she confessed, when her mother had passed away, many of her ideas for life had died with her, and a lot has changed. The young actress matured, began to follow her own path, and decided to follow her own dreams. As if that wasn't enough, the 28-year-old went a little deeper into the topic of her acting experience. Perhaps her interest in the subject would have been different if it were not for the years of embarrassment that accompanied her. As she confessed, and here we quote, "I imagine acting is completely different if you are proud of your roles and you feel fulfilled in them." And as she says and can account for, she's very embarrassed about what she did before. We could hear that in many ways that she hates her career and feels unfulfilled in the roles that she had to play. The more that she worked on the sets of youth series until the age of 21, she played teenagers, although in fact she was much more mature. She even said that she felt her roles were tacky and embarrassing. As you know, she does not intend to return to active acting for now, but she is not opposed to reevaluating her choices in a while if she had the opportunity to work for a more respected director. And she confessed, and here we quote, "I feel that I have a point of view and I have a vision. We'll see how things turn out in a few years' time. Well, it's worth remembering that there will be many other artists who have chosen to leave Hollywood life in order to find their place and happiness outside of it." Jennette recently confessed in a recent interview that she had left acting a few years ago to try her hand at writing and directing, and as she emphasized, she's doing great on this point. Although it was not visible, it turns out that the actor's work has caused her a lot of stress. The 28-year-old revealed that it is always difficult for her to play because it was hard for her to deal with her nerves during her auditions and recordings. Admittedly, in recent years, she has taken part in several projects, but she did so because they were particularly important to her in some way and they had a symbolic meaning. Like I'm Glad My Mom Died, a one-man show that she recently directed. While appearing in it, she talked about her experience related to the death of her mother, but so far, she considered her appearance on the screen as a one-off. So, are you wondering how the fans accepted all of these confessions? Well, of course, as you can easily guess, fans of the iCarly series and other youth productions that had eagerly watched her participate and did not hide their disappointment and resentment toward her. Some even called the actress's words to the hit production of Nickelodeon a betrayal and stated that the 28-year-old belittled her current behavior to the other actors who will take part in the iCarly remake. However, there were many who support her decision, and a lot of internet users showed understanding, especially in the matter that parents should not impose their dreams on their children. So far, her former colleagues on the iCarly set have not commented on any of the topics recently touched upon by Jennette. However, in the opinion of some fans, McCurdy acted as if she were better than her former companions. So what do you think? Did you perceive it that way too? Or do you understand her decision to quit acting? Are you disappointed you won't see her as Sam in the revamp of iCarly? So let me know, and as always, we're waiting for your comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with all of our latest videos, and I shall see you guys next time.